You know, I chase down some cruise guys just looking to fuck up, get busted back. That you?
You must have worked some dipshit cruise.
I worked all kinds.
You see me doing thrill-seeker liquor store holdups with a born-to-lose tattoo on my chest?
No, I do not.
Right.
Out of the vehicle, now
one.
running for it. There comes another passenger out of the back seat. These kids are struggling, and look at this. He's getting back in the vehicle. Another one back in the vehicle, and finally, CHP in the pursuit now, right behind. Is that CHP or Sheriff's? Yeah, CHP right behind him here. He's going eastbound on Soledad, and now making a left turn into what appears to be an apartment complex or a condominium. A U-turn through the entrance there. Now going to. Okay, he's going in circles. He's really toying with this officer here, just doing a circle around this group of cars, and he's into this apartment complex now, which I think leads him to a dead end. We'll widen out just a second and see if that's the case. You can see LAPD with their airship overhead, California Highway Patrol on the ground down there, now face to face with this CHP officer. He's going for a run. They're both jumping out. Driver and passenger jumping out of the vehicle, running through this apartment complex. Unfortunately, only that one officer that we saw here. Not sure if they're familiar with this complex, if they live in this area, no idea. But in any event, they're running through here on private property, waiting for more deputies to arrive on scene. I'm not sure that that one CHP cruiser is going to be able to catch up with them here. But
you see Hoover Street here. Officials say it's one of the most dangerous streets in all of Los Angeles. And now yeah, just more evidence as to how scary it is here on Hoover Street. We did call 911.
2 would-be armed robbers get out of this Dodge Avenger, targeting the shoppers who are standing in a parking lot. But one of the shoppers pulls out a gun of his own and starts firing, fighting back. Bullets fly. The Dodge takes off, and the 2 robbers run away. This new security video shows them running, no limping away. Both shot in their legs, leaving a trail of blood, and both later arrested.
As a dash cam captures a frightening crash on a Los Angeles highway. A tire flew off a pickup truck, went underneath that vehicle, causing it to fly into the air and flip. This happened on the Ronald Reagan Freeway last week, and they tell us that they did not report any major injuries.
moving along here, it's not bumper to bumper, but you can see he is just desperate to flee as fast as he possibly can. He's really pushing the pedal to the metal in this newer model Jaguar, southbound 110 freeway through South LA. Giovanna and Mark, he's trying to squeeze through, here. Uh-oh. East on Manchester, under the 110 freeway. Now moving away from us here. He's under the freeway, under the overpass, right? He did not come out the other side. Yet. This is always a tricky point. It's always a telltale sign if they're looking to dump the vehicle. Sometimes they will stop under the freeway. He's out of the vehicle. The vehicle's rolling. The vehicle is rolling into the intersection. He is on foot under that freeway. He is under the overpass, and there is nobody behind him. He may very well walk away from this crime. Now look at this. That Jaguar is moving on its own, bumping into that van. This is incredible. That driver's seat, by my observation, is empty. This is a new one on me. Literally just left the vehicle rolling without anybody behind him. There was no law enforcement on scene out here to even take custody of the stolen Jaguar. So somebody's stolen Jag is now rolling through South LA with nobody in it.
So they had to squeeze around. Now we're on a smaller commercial street here.
Yeah, so it's East Commercial Street.
It's trying to get the ground units into this here and trying to see, because this is kind of like a dead-end area here. This is a dead-end. The only way, I'm trying to look at the map here, the only way they kind of might be able to come back out. So they have also authorized the pit earlier in this pursuit. So this is coming up to a dead end. The airship is calling a dead end up ahead here because it's going to come up to the train tracks. So there's not going to be much more of this.
Yeah, because clearly the suspect doesn't know that she is headed toward a dead-end street. So we're going to see how this all plays out. As you saw the black and white, there's that dead end now into this yard here of, I'm not sure which kind, of some sort of a construction lumber yard, perhaps. You see the work trucks.
Yeah, we're in a commercial. We're in a commercial.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, they're in a commercial yard and
Yep.
zigzagging through this commercial yard here.
Trying to find their way out.
And yeah, just trying to find their way out. Now, kind of parallel actually on the railroad tracks there almost, and then cut back out. And still, they're talking about setting up a containment of everything here. Okay, it's about almost getting stuck in the dirt here. So they're trying to block off the exit to make sure that she is not able to get out of this. Hopefully, they're going to try to contain this in the yard here.
I hope so. I hope that they've now blocked off the entranceway with other black and whites. It's going to be. They've just.
Okay.
Nope. Of course, we've seen that multiple times. And they were not able to block off the entranceway. So while we thought that that was going to be a surefire way to end this, it doesn't. Oh, there's the pit.
Okay,
there's the pit.
they're trying to pit it there, try to get it to come around.
The suspect trying to make her way back out. Okay, so they have. So now they've got the suspect surrounded right now. Yeah, so this is East Commercial Street and North Olive Street, and you see plenty of deputies out. Obviously, their guns drawn. This is a very dangerous situation because, A, she's using the vehicle as a deadly weapon. There are weapons inside, although we understand that she doesn't have access to the weapons. If you're just joining us,
they're going to block it in with another. They're going to block it in with another one.
Yep.
So now they're going to block it in, and then they're going to.
Oh my goodness! So this deputy just got out.
He got out of it, but it didn't. Yeah, he got out of it, but he didn't lock it into gear.
He didn't lock it into gear, and then thank goodness he was able to get back in there. Okay, so.
We begin with breaking news at 11. You're looking at it here. A wild pursuit of a stolen big rig crisscrossing a number of L.A. freeways with CHP units in hot pursuit. Officers using spike strips to try to shut that big rig down. But despite losing the rubber on a number of its tires and even throwing sparks, that driver just keeps on going. At one point, the driver turning on the light inside the truck's cab so a photographer on the side of the freeway can get a really good look at who's behind the wheel of that stolen big rig truck. This is an only in L.A. sort of moment you're looking at here. Here are some more of the amazing images captured tonight by Air 7 HD. We're talking about spike strips. This thing began on the 5 freeway after a 911 call reported the truck had been stolen from the yard of this trucking company. There was a spike strip employed here, and then on the 23 freeway, as you take a look, you can see that the tire has actually come off. You see that to the right there. You see the smoke coming off the tire there. So the tire's actually gone from that side of the truck. So what you've got here at this point, 2 front tires gone. And listen as the driver passes by. What you're hearing is the undercarriage of that big rig dragging along the freeway. This was the 101 freeway heading southbound from Woodland Hills down towards the valley and into downtown LA, which is where this thing began at last report.
Tonight I spoke with residents here in Hacienda Heights who tell me they think crime is simply getting out of control. The robbery quick but hard to watch. A woman is dragged in the parking lot as she clutches onto her purse. The thief finally yanks it from her as she's on the ground and takes off, while bystanders chase him off. The robbery happened Monday afternoon outside this Bank of America on Azusa and Pepperbrook Way in Hacienda Heights.
It might be your aunt, your grandma. I come here with my wife, my little kid, and you never know. I open the door and somebody comes in with a knife or a gun. It's scary.
Coming out of the bottom of the car. Hopefully that thing is going to, maybe he's starting to get smoke inside the car.
Yeah.
That could be as well because of all, something's definitely changing right there. Something is definitely changing. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay. And doors open. Is he really going to try to run?
Oh my.
What's CHP doing?
Oh my God.
Okay. Jesus,
Two
guys.
people inside that vehicle.
2 people
running
inside.
Right now.
We were asked by law enforcement to keep an eye on the passenger. So we're going to keep an eye on this guy right there the best we can while the California Highway Patrol is. If I can keep an eye on both of them, I definitely will.
Hey Siri, call 911. A frightening scene in Glendale as a Tesla driver slams on his brakes, gets out in the middle of the freeway, rushes towards the vehicle in the rear. Then this.
I've cleaned it up a little bit. This is the only residue right here. There's a little dent.
This man asked us not to show his face. His Chevy pickup was on the receiving end of the attack. The pipe-wielding man banged on the pickup 3 times before getting back into his car. The road rage incident happened Wednesday just after 8 a.m. on the southbound 2 freeway near the York exit. Our victim says he started recording after seeing the Tesla driver go after another vehicle. You can see here the same black Tesla stopped on the right shoulder. The driver on foot chasing after a white sedan.
He gets back into his car and he notices that I'm taping him, so he follows me and at some point cuts me off, slams the brakes, and starts beating on my car.
Okay, take a look at this woman who tosses the food at a taco stand to the ground. She spills the trays of food, then takes her anger out on a female employee. Oh. Wow, the incident happened Saturday right near the intersection of Normandy and Slauson, 2 blocks from the Slauson Supermall shopping center in South LA. An Instagram influencer named Jimmy Suarez is sharing the video. He's hoping to prevent another attack.
Watch this unbelievable moment as a car actually makes contact with people. It hits them. It did not appear anyone was seriously hurt, but I am not exaggerating. I'm not sensationalizing. I am not being dramatic when I say this was one of the most insanely dangerous things I have ever seen. Watch how close these cars come to a crowd of several hundred people as the drivers do donuts at high speed over and over. The crowd swelling and scrambling to jump out of the way, the screeching of the tires and the cheering of the crowd, all adding to just a really surreal scene of, if I may say, absolute unnecessary risk.
Remember, police believe this vehicle, this white Mustang there, is stolen. That is why we are over this right now. It's about 5 after the 3 o'clock hour in Southern California. And cars seemingly coming to a standstill stop on the I-10. Not entirely sure what's going on here. And he is opening the door. And now he is pushing the car. Maybe it's in neutral. He looks like he's waving for assistance here. We're told it was a stolen vehicle pursuit. That is why police are on this white Mustang's tail. There you can see this shirtless driver just opened the driver's side door. He is pushing this alleged stolen white Mustang onto the exit ramp here. Okay, and now you have some construction worker on the 10 helping. So this is, like I said, each and every chase is different. It has its different hallmarks here, but now you can see, and maybe we'll see police enter the frame here. So there's a lot of traffic now because of this. They are completely blocking this off-ramp here. And we wait for police to enter the frame at all. We know they're flying overhead. Remember, we're told this is a stolen white Mustang. So this is a very, very bizarre situation. The shirtless driver is now far away from the white Mustang, and it looks like he is running. He is running away from the scene. It looks like he's limping. This is quite bizarre here. So police are behind. We'll see if he can get much further. He looks to be infirmed. He looks to be limping. He's without a shirt. He opened the white Mustang car driver's side door The car came to a standstill. He got out. Viewer discretion is advised as police take this individual into custody soon. It looks like he just hopped that wall there. He's not going very fast. Police probably were going to catch up to him.
In downtown LA, an unusual arrest for grand theft auto, and here's why. That is a forklift going down the street after it was stolen in the area of 8th and Broadway. Moments later, you can see people running on the sidewalk. A passerby called 911 and began following the forklift. It eventually crashed, then continued driving. When it crashed a second time near Flower and 5th Streets, the LAPD caught up with the suspect. The driver was arrested.
It's going to end soon. This driver is exiting here. The amount of fire here, the driver's going to have to get out. So now it's a life and death situation. You stay in this car, it's not going to be a good story for the driver. So at least the driver, thank you, is getting off of the freeway. That's really going to help the morning commute. That's the Bellflower exit off the 91 freeway. Let me take off the map overlay so we can really see this. Vehicles starting to catch fire, turning southbound or make that northbound on Bellflower Boulevard from the 91 freeway. Wow. The driver is still continuing here. This thing is really going to just implode here any moment.
And Megan, you can see the flames kind of near where the engine would be, and this can obviously get into the cab very quick. It's going to make it difficult for that person to breathe, let alone they have to be concerned about burns. Now you can see smoke overtaking the cab, Megan.
To the right, Aldo, if you don't mind. Yeah, check it out. The driver has to get out now. Probably. Look at this driver. Whoa, I parked in the wrong spot, and there is the driver. Now the person got out, male running. He thinks he can get away, threw his bag over. Nice jump over that fence, dropped something, picking up his shoe, putting a shoe on. But you know what? This driver eventually will be apprehended.
Alyona Savotima was working when she witnessed this road rage situation in North Hollywood, just a few yards away from her.
So the truck was right by the bus stop, and I was thinking somebody gonna die for sure.
In a video released by LAPD that has since gone viral, you can see as a white BMW crashes into a truck multiple times. As the truck's driver tries to get away, it is slammed once again. At one point, the cars do get so close to that bus stop, you can see people run. Police say it happened Monday night at the intersection of Victory and Laurel Canyon. Savotima captured what happened once the cars came to a stop.
The driver from a white BMW came outside and he started to argue, and he was acting really mad, and it was really, it was shocking.
Tonight, police say the driver of the BMW is 27-year-old David Zulayan. He's facing possible assault with a deadly weapon charges, the weapon being his car.
A mob of looters ransacked a Compton gas station, and it was all caught on camera.
Video into our newsroom shows hundreds of people crowding an Arco near Central and Alondra. After smashing the door, dozens of looters flooded into the store, grabbing anything they could. LA Sheriff's deputies tell us there were thousands of dollars worth of merchandise stolen and 1,000 more in damages. This as deputies deal with numerous street takeovers throughout the city. Deputies say they couldn't intervene because of safety concerns as they were very outnumbered. Only one arrest was made last night related to those takeovers.